We have a harsh trend line drawn here on the weekly chart. We're going to see if this is going to be confirmed as a resistance or a support as we go into this new week. We actually ended the day down on Friday on that shortened session, right around $30. So you had it was looking a little top heavy there for 2 days in a row. So Tuesday into Wednesday, and then Wednesday overnight as we got into that Friday session, looking a little top heavy. We started off in those 1090 ranges, and then obviously just that big pullback right there at open, and then kind of faded out here towards the to end the day right around those 1075s. So where does that kind of put us here on this weekly chart? Well, we need to open up right around that 1098 range, or not really open, but we need to close right around that area for us to kind of confirm this trend line as a support. If not, this is going to be our new resistance. And then anything above there, we're looking up here at those 1111s. Now, on the downside, we should have a support in here right around that 1066 range. Anything below there, we're watching that 1033. But little top heavy in here. You can't always just have green days in here and green weeks. As you can see, 6 green weeks in a row in here. We're overbought on our RSI. We're trading up at 71. So a consolidation up here in between these 1066s and the 1100s would be good for us. It would be healthy. But let's see if we're going to confirm this trend line right here as a resistance or support first on the weekly chart. Then we can worry about consolidating in here in this range. If we do get a pop and everybody jumps back on the bandwagon, then we're looking at 1120 and then 1125 as our major resistances above that 1111. But until then, we're going to be basically focusing on consolidation range in here, 1066 to 1111. If not, then we're looking at that 1033 for some nice footing in here. Overall, on your options chain, everything was basically for the past few days going towards the put. So your overall volume, your overall net flow, everything was on the bear side in here on the puts, just because a little top heavy, you can't go up that quick. You can't go up that much that fast. So your IB rank in here has shrunk, but we did get a little bit of volatility in here as everybody switched to the overall net flow, switching to the puts in here. So volatility did expand a little bit with that pullback in here. IB rank sitting at $11, $31 expected move priced in by this Friday, 49 by the following, and then 61 by your monthly expiration. So let's see what happens in Eli Lilly. 1111, 1100, 1066, 1033. That's our levels we're watching as we're going into this weekend here. We're going to watch this trend line as well. Is this going to be respected as a resistance or a support? And let's see what the overall net flow does. Are we going to get that switch to the call side as we start consolidating, or are we going to stick with the puts in here and see how far we can bring this thing back down before we get a nice V-shaped recovery in here? That is what we're looking at as we're going into a new week in a new month here in Eli Lilly. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.